Welcome back, everyone. Having finished everything on my schedule, I'm back in my room. The sun's already setting. This is the end of the 5th day. So he said before we had 9 days, right? So we're over halfway. I'm beat. Back in my room, I move around and stretch a little to loosen up my tired body. I've been busy walking around all day long. On top of the physical part, the mental aspect of it all is very taxing as well. But little by little, I can tell I'm making progress. It's like there's finally a light in this hellish maze where the exit wasn't visible so far. Just a little more. I mumble to myself while cozying up under my blanket. Nah, I wish I could do that right now. There is still no way to know exactly who the real human is. But if I keep working at it as hard as today, I'm sure I'll figure it out in time. Yes, definitely. That sounds like the words of someone who's going to get murdered. Oh goodness, my volume. Tuesday, October 30th. 3 days until the selection. Yes, we're definitely over halfway. We're actually getting towards the end. Indeed. It's morning already. My eyelids still feel incredibly heavy. I know that feeling. Alright, it's 7:02 a.m. I must have slept badly. I wake up, stumble around a little and check my phone. Also my morning routine every day. There it is, the 666. 3 days until the selection. 3 days. I expected this message. What's more important today is where the murder site is located. I grab my phone and wait a while, but I don't receive any other text messages. Phew. I let out a relieved sigh. Looks like there's no incident today. But no, that's bad, because then we can't figure out, who is who and who did what. Because we don't really have a whole lot of information so far. I feel a little better and toss the phone on the blanket. I make plans in my head about what I have to do today. I mull it all over quite carefully. I don't think there's a lot I can do currently. I have to meet with the woman who's most likely to be the human and establish a bond of trust. And obviously I have to scour around for evidence. The time to draw my conclusions about the culprits draws nearer, so today's search will be very important. If I have some time left in the evening, I should focus on building up some more trust once again. Alright, first things first. I think I've earned a little more sleep. No, bro, we've got 3 days left. We need to get up and work. No, get up. What is he doing? Alright, after a couple of more hours of sleep, I get up and leave the motel. My mind seems a lot clearer. Looks like sleep was all I needed. I breathe in the dewy air. No matter how horrible this village is, I can't deny that the morning air is highly refreshing. Time for my date soon. It's time to date. I make calculations in my head about how much time remains. I also think about who's most likely to be the human. With my thoughts in order, I continue. First of all, I should go to that person. Indeed. Alright, so straight up we're just going with somebody. You know what, at this point I think all we really can do is commit to Sumi. We've nearly got full trust. And if she ends up dragging us down to hell, well, so be it. Because, I don't know, I'm not really feeling any of these other ones. Hana? Maybe? I don't know. What have we got over here? See, a lot of this information we still haven't even filled in yet. So Hana is supposed to be... Where is it? The fox spirit. And so many of these demons, speak Samont, so that doesn't really help. I mean, we've kind of figured out that Nadi is the succubus. For real, she's definitely not the human. What does the witch get up to? So So the witch speaks Samont. That's all we have about the witch. Really? We've got one book on the witch. And it's that she speaks Samont. Like, 2 of these cases have Samont, and then one of them just has ancient language. Man. Alright, whatever. Let's just go with her. Oh wait, it's telling me to read. Oh, okay. There we go. Let's visit Sumi. Before going to the school today, I decided to stop by the abandoned village. I'm pretty certain Gunsuk Park must have lived around here somewhere back then. Hope Hill Village was built fairly recently by a bunch of religious people. That means Gunsuk's old home is located outside of Hope Hill. According to Gunsuk's diary, they had a large ginkgo tree nearby. That's right, we were talking about the ginkgo tree. There's no such thing anywhere around Hope Hill Village. All the more reason that Gunsuk's house will be somewhere around here instead. Now that looks promising. Oh, is that the ginkgo tree in the background? Nice. I can see a ginkgo tree in the distance. Next to it is an old house, most likely where Gunsuk lived. Something feels off. There's a strange coldness. I rub my freezing arms and enter the old house. Looking pretty shabby. This is it. This must be where Gunsuk's family lived back then. There's not much left, but there may be some clues around here. Time to see what I can find. Alright, investigate. What's that? There's a mirror that looks like it's been pieced together. Why do I feel like I'm in a horror movie and something's about to pop out of there? I feel chills and step back. What's in the box? I see something under the desk and reach out. That's a desk? It's an old small box. I wonder why it's here of all places. Upon opening the box, I see some old notebooks. I take them out one after another and find one in particular that stands out. November 1984. I exist. Gunsuk Park. I carefully analyze the bookshelf. It's a diary. Gunsuk Park, the elementary school friend of Sumi, had grown up and become a high school student. I take another look at the diary's front cover. For a moment, I'm filled with a deep sense of both appreciation and fascination. I'm about to get a glimpse into someone else's life and find out how it all went. I know it's probably not as special as I think, but still. I blow the dust that has accumulated over the years off the diary and carefully open it up again. November 2nd, 1984. It's a national holiday, so our school, as well as all other high schools nationwide, has been preparing for Student Day. While other schools hold various basic sports events and athletic meets, our principal wants to have a mountaineering competition. The class leaders, including me, were able to climb and make preparations in advance. The teachers and students were putting up banners and flags on the mountain, and suddenly the sky turned black, like during the darkest night. Then it shone in a cold blue. Despite the cold weather, a hot wind blew and strange screams echoed throughout the mountain. It was a really scary experience. Students and teachers alike were really unsettled by it. When I told Mother about it, she was really worried. And she said a sky like that is a sinister omen. I wonder what that was all about. November 3rd. Because of Student Day, our school held a mountaineering competition. I felt strangely unwell and couldn't participate, but I wasn't the only one. Some of the others felt so bad they couldn't even come to school at all. Most of them were the class leaders who had made preparations for the event yesterday. Because of that, there was a shortage of supervising students, so the teacher committee members were upset and stressed out throughout the event. I really wanted to help out, but I felt so bad that I had to leave early. November 4. I couldn't even get up this morning. I didn't go to school because my whole body felt weak and unable to move. In the afternoon, Sumi and Kwon came to the hospital to see me. They were worried about me. Sumi seemed especially shocked. There it is, Sumi, so they're still friends at this point. This is Sumi Che's story. Judging from this, I take it Sumi must have also become a high school student. I stop turning the pages for a moment and think about everything. Something strange happened with the sky. And following that, people fell ill with an unknown condition. Maybe this is what caused this village to become abandoned. That's apocalyptic. It's hard to tell if this is somehow related to my current situation. It probably is. I continue reading. November 5th. Sumi came to visit me at the hospital again today. I have heard news from the school. Many more students are absent, suffering from the same sickness as me. Actually, it's not just students, but also teachers and other locals. It appears to be something like the flu, but I heard the village doctor is bringing in a doctor from the city because he doesn't know the disease's name or cause. Everything will be fine once the doctor from the city gets here. November 7th. A doctor from the city came to me today, together with Sumi and Kwon. I was a little scared because the doctor said everyone entering my room should wear a mask and gloves. After a quick look at my symptoms, the doctor confirmed it was the same disease as the others. But he still doesn't know what it is. He took some blood from me for a serum test. I saw Sumi's expression. She looked so worried that I laughed and told her to stop making such a face. After my friends and the doctor left, I suddenly had to cry. The worse my physical condition, the more anxious I get. What happened to everyone? November 15th. I heard that one of the other class leaders, Mi-hyun, died. So-young is getting worse and worse too. My mother held my hand tight as she told me. She looked so worried and depressed. Hearing about the others scared me. There doesn't seem to be any cure for this. I couldn't even keep down a few spoonfuls of rice today. Mother and father also appear to be struggling. Most of the people here say they feel weak and powerless. Is it spreading? Despite everything, Sumi and Kwon visited me again today. But this time, Sumi said she wouldn't be able to come again for a while. She couldn't tell me the reason. She was crying the whole time while she said that. What's going on? I'm weak, but I'm still worried about Sumi. November 30th. The results of the blood serum test came back. There are shared symptoms, but the cause is unknown. It doesn't appear to be contagious. No confirmed cases reported other than the locals. I don't understand. 5 people have already died. Many villages are struggling. 2 pregnant women had miscarriages. Kwon said because the whole village is like this, they're looking for a new mayor to handle the situation. He cried the whole time. I miss Sumi. I want to see her. The diary ends here. I keep looking through it, hoping to find something. Ultimately, what happened to Gun-suk and Sumi? At that moment, a thick piece of paper stuck in the back of the diary falls out. I pick it up. It's a letter. Dear Gun-suk, it has already been 15 days since you died. Oh. I have tried to visit the place where you are buried many times, but the government keeps me from getting close, warning about the risk of disease. That's why I'm leaving you this letter here. I'm moving away tomorrow. Most villagers think it's no longer an option to stay here, so I think others will follow and will soon leave as well. Gun-suk, tell me, have you and Sumi met up there in the sky? Oh, is this from Kwon? We were all so close that these words break my heart as I write them. I'm so sorry I couldn't do anything. I hope you feel a lot better now. Please say hi to Sumi from me when you see her. Take care. Wait, Sumi died as well? Gun-suk and Sumi are dead. According to this diary, both Gun-suk and Sumi eventually died here in this village. I can't help but feel sad about the tragic fate of these 3 close friends. But if this is what happened, how are the Sumi I know and the Sumi that died related? Trying to piece it all together, I casually turn over the letter. Oh, there's a picture. It looks just like her. Huh? Nani? I'm so shocked that I have to choke for a moment. There's an old, worn-out photo. Dun dun dun! With the Sumi I know clearly visible on it. What's going on here? The dramatic twist. Before I can gather my thoughts, I hear a loud, sudden noise coming from outside. I'm so taken by surprise that I almost fall over, but I manage to stay focused. What the? A strange alien sound that doesn't belong here. This can't be good. Is that them? I mumble in fear and look towards the source of the sound. Alright, so we can go outside, see what the sound is, or take the back door. Ideally, I feel like taking the back door to see what's happening is probably the safest, even though I actually just want to dash right outside and see what it is, so let's take the safe one. I carefully move to the house's back door. The sound came from outside the front. If I head there, I may run straight into danger. Oh! Uh-oh. Another ear-piercing, terrifying sound makes me shudder and cower. Did we just get, electrocuted? Afterwards, everything is quiet once more. Feeling anxious somehow, I run towards the front door. What is going on? Why is Sumi here? Is that Sumi? Sumi is down on the ground. I look around to see if I can make out anything suspicious, but can't see anything. What the hell was that horrifying sound just now? Hey! Hey, Sumi! Sumi, wake up! I shake Sumi's fainted body, but there's no response. Oh no, did we just, kill her by going out the back? I pick Sumi up. First, I have to get her to the motel. And why is she hanging around? I got a lot of questions right now. Luckily, Sumi has the key in her bag. I like how the motel guy just does not care about us dragging in an unconscious girl again. So getting into her room doesn't pose a problem. I carefully lay Sumi down. Phew, I'm beat. Carrying someone who's unconscious is already quite hard in and of itself, but it really exhausted me mentally as well. I lean against the wall and take the photograph I grabbed out of my pocket. No matter how often I look at it, there really is no doubt. It's the same person I'm standing next to right now, even though the Sumi in the photograph died back in the 80s. But then who is the Sumi in front of me now? This is giving me a headache. Nothing about this makes even a lick of sense. As I keep pressing my hands against my temples in frustration, Sumi groans and slowly opens her eyes. Where? You're in your room. Did I lose again? Lose again? She was in a fight. Why? A sheer endless amount of questions keeps popping up in my head. However, one question in particular takes precedence over all others. Sumi, how old are you? I don't know. I don't remember. Are you... a real person? Human? Damn, I hope that wasn't too direct. Hey, so, all this stuff's been going on, but are you human? Oh, I already died a long time ago. So I can't call myself a human. What? Okay, well I guess that gets rid of the maybe she's like a granddaughter theory. I didn't hide it on purpose. You didn't ask. She doesn't lie. I did not ask. You can't be... Did you seriously just say that? How did you find out? You mean how I found out you're actually a ghost of the past? Yes. Okay, where do we even start? Take a look at this. I take out the diary and hand it to Sumi.
뭔데 이게?
What is that? It's a diary. It belonged to your friend, Gunsuk.
근숙이가 누군데?
Gunsuk? Who is that? Really? I'm confused. The way Sumi looks at the diary makes it seem like she means it. Gunsuk. She really doesn't remember.
모르겠어. 기억이 안 나.
I don't know. I can't remember. What do you mean? You don't remember anything?
이런 거 모른다고.
I don't know any of this.
난 그냥 엽기들을 쫓아내야 하는 것밖엔.
All I remember is I have to drive away all the evil. So you really can't remember. You've never heard of this person before, even though you took this photo together.
사진?
Photo? I hand Sumi the photograph and she slowly accepts it.
이거
That's...
근숙이.
Gunsuk? That's Gunsuk? That's right. Do you remember now?
맞아. 나는 근숙이를.
This is Gunsuk.
왜 이렇게 중요한 걸?
Why? Something so important. Why? Why? Uh-oh.
난 지금까지 도대체 뭘 한
Oh gosh, she's losing it. Why? What the hell? Why? What have I even been doing all this time? Hey, Sumi. Uh-oh, she's crying. Sumi stares into the air and starts sobbing. Aw, she looks so desperate, and yet I don't know what I could possibly do to help her. Sumi, I reach out to comfort her, but she seems to be somewhere else in her mind. I don't know what to say during a moment like this. Sumi doesn't even seem to realize I'm still there with her. Are her memories of Gunsuk coming back to her? I wonder what things she remembers that cause her such sadness and anger. There has to be a reason she still roams this place after all this time. Okay, but I have an important question. If she's a ghost, that means she's not the human. Does that mean we're still gonna die? Because she doesn't seem evil though. Like, can we still pick her and not get dragged to hell? Feeling powerless, I keep looking at Sumi, who keeps crying with tears running down her face. I quietly get up and move out of her room. Well, this is awkward. I lean against the hallway wall just outside her door. So many things that I can't make sense of happened in such quick succession without me having a chance to think. I wonder what all of this means. Sumi and Gunsuk were friends back then. Both of them died from the same mysterious illness. However, there seems to be more to the whole story than that. Also, Sumi claims to be the ghost of the Sumi that died back then. Yet she couldn't remember Gunsuk at all. Intriguing. The way that the text pointed out that she thinks she's a ghost. So then she's not actually a ghost? Has she just like had her memories tampered with or something? But then how does that explain the photo? The mystery deepens. And then, as soon as she saw the picture, all of this is confusing. It really is. I need some time to quietly think things through. I stay in the hallway a little longer. Then make my way to the next destination. Super intriguing. There's still some time left. Who should I visit? Okay, actually, we're going to end this one here. Last episode went a little over, so we're going to cut this one slightly early to average it out. Okay, so this week we found out a lot more information about Sumi. She apparently died when they were like in high school or something with Gunsuk because of something that like appeared in the sky on the mountain, very apocalyptic like, which wiped out most of the village and ended up with people leaving. Like everyone just left. Presumably whatever happened in the sky and that weird like taser sound that we heard outside is all related to this devil ritual that's taking place in a couple of days. My question right now is, again, who is Sumi? Is she actually the ghost of the girl that died in the 80s? Is she a witch, which is what the profile tells us? Is she the person we should be choosing? I have a lot of questions and I don't know the answers to any of them yet. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments down below. This one's perplexing. I like it. Come back next week. Let's dig in a little more and see what we can uncover. I'll see you guys then. See ya.